I wanted to start kind of with the decision to actually play in the Olympics, because it was pretty much like a 3-day turnaround for you. What went into that decision, and how much did you sort of belabor over that?
Yeah, you know me pretty well. You know how much I love being with my family. So it was hard, man. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. But talking to my wife, you know how pushy she can be, and then talking to my agent just about the opportunity, and it's kind of once in a lifetime, and how cool it'd be to have 2 Olympians in one household, and for our kids to see it. I decided to do it. And when they asked me, I think we were in the middle of the Hawks series. We were playing against the Hawks. And at that time, I'm drained. I mean, we played Brooklyn before that, and that was draining. And then the Hawks are this young team, and they're really good. And I'm like, man, do I really want to go? But we ended up going 2 days after we won the championship. Me and Chris hopped on the plane. We went and picked that book and played the next day.
Yeah, I want to get to this because I don't think enough people quite realize this. So you win a championship. You guys have the parade. Take us through from the parade to when you played against France in the first game of the Olympics.
Yeah, we had the parade. After the parade, the next day, we were supposed to leave at, I think, 1:00 Central Time. Me and Chris's plane from Milwaukee was delayed, and we actually didn't leave until 6. We were supposed to actually go pick up Book in Phoenix, but we met him in Seattle because that was where I guess we're gonna go from Milwaukee to Phoenix, Seattle, and then leave out of Seattle. So we ended up just meeting each other in Seattle. So already a long day, but like the longest day. So after we got in that morning at like 1:00, Pop introduces us, and I mean he says hi to us and whatever. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna throw you guys in there tonight." So we try to get some sleep. We go to shoot around, but our game is at 9:00, so we have a lot of time to sleep or whatever. And by this time, my body's off. I don't even know what's going on with me. I'm just sleeping. And 9:00 that night, I think Zach got 2 quick fouls, and they threw me right in. Literally right in. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess this is how it goes.
How are you forgetting the tiredness and everything like that? How are you physically?
I don't know. I'm just like in a daze. I'm in a daze for real. It's you're in a different country and you're in a weird place. But honestly, man, I think it was just because like I'm with some of the best players in the world, and it's the Olympics, and I'm not really trying to embarrass myself. So I didn't really have time to like be tired or feel weird.
Given the losses in the exhibition games, and then you guys lose the first game against France, did you sense any doubts coming from your team about whether or not you guys could get the gold medal?
From the team, no. I mean, you know how we are. You know how NBA players are. Like man, we the best in the world. Like we're the best in the best league in the world, in the best basketball league in the world. So from the team, we're like, nah, there's no way. This was one little setback. But right after that game, everybody was like, we're gonna meet France back in the finals, and we're gonna whoop their ass.
We're gonna talk a bunch about the playoffs and your championship run, but if you had to sort of rank the gold medal versus the NBA championship, which one would rank higher?
NBA championship. The struggle to get there and the amount of years that I put in first, the amount of years that you put in to win the NBA championship is insane. And then the struggle to get there. Like, yeah, we swept Miami, but it wasn't easy. Took Brooklyn to 7. That was hard. The Hawks to 6. And then even Phoenix, like it was really hard, and I didn't know it was that hard. I know they always say it's hard to win, but that was extremely difficult and extremely rewarding at the end of it. For the Olympics, it's like, all right, we lost to France, and we actually should have beat them. Like, we were up 10 3 times. We played Iran, we played Czech Republic, and like we beat the snot out of them. And then every other team after. I mean, Australia, they were up 15, and I think for a second, I think they thought they had us, but I feel like we always knew that we were going to beat one goal. In the NBA championship, I'm like, man, Brooklyn, after we lost our second game in Brooklyn, I was like, holy shit, what's going to happen? Like, they beat us by like 20 the first time and then like 30 the second time. And I think, at least for myself, I was like, I was a bit nervous, but just the difficulty, man, and the amount of time, like it was a lot, but it was way more rewarding. I'm not gonna lie.